Right, quick update. As you can see, slim face. 4 days being tested for everything under the sun and have been confirmed as having nephrotic syndrome. Basically, what that means is that I have a large amount of protein leaking from my kidneys into my urine. I have a low amount of protein within my blood, which results in my veins pressure being low. This causes a problem with fluid retention within my blood, and what tends to happen is it gets pumped out under my skin, and I have low albumin as well. So the result is that I hold shitloads of water. I am on 240 milligrams of fusamide a day, 120 in the morning, 120 in the late afternoon, and that is keeping the water retention at bay. But unfortunately, what it's also doing is severely dehydrating me, and as a result, my glycogen retention and my intermuscular water is basically none. So I am as flat as a flat thing can be. However, initial results have come back that there is nothing of immediate concern. I have a meeting with the consultant on the 10th of December, where the full results will be in, and they'll decide moving forward what treatment base is needed. Apparently 80% of this stuff can be fully cured, and then the rest is either the condition is managed, which is a good thing because the condition will get any worse, or the symptoms are managed, which means the condition remains unchecked and does get worse. But at this stage, I don't know which one I've got. But what I do know is that they've told me it's not serious. EFGR, my kidney function was down to 25%, but on isopolymer, it was near a 70, so not that bad. Apparently, I've had this condition for years. This is not something that suddenly comes on, and when I track back, I have had some form of water retention or hydration issue for a very long time. In fact, I remember 4 or 5 years ago on a forum asking questions about how to aid muscular hydration because I was having problems with it. I've got a lot of muscular tears that have been diagnosed as down to poor muscular hydration. So this is definitely a problem that's been around with me for a very, very long time. The reason it suddenly got so massive, they think the main reason is actually my size. They think basically I've outgrown my kidney function. I've got too big for my kidneys to cope with. Now, I've dropped a lot of water weight. In fact, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not claiming to be lean, but as you can see, a lot tighter than I was. Still quite a bit on there, but definitely tighter than I was. Moving forward, well, at the moment I'm running 500 mega test a week, and that's it. This is more just a maintenance thing. It's way above TRT, but it is to just hold some size. Trying to stabilise my diet, because I'll be honest, I've been eating absolute shit for the last 2-3 weeks. So I'm trying to get consistent and stabilise with that. And I will renew training on Friday. Unfortunately, because I've had a kidney biopsy, I've had to leave it at least a week to let my kidney heal, because at the moment there's 2 bloody great holes in it. And that's it really, nothing much else to say. I don't know how training is going to be compromised with the hydration issues. Weight wise, I am down to around 360 pound. However, I know a good 15-20 pound is dehydration. So I'm probably sitting at a realistic about 375-380 if I'm hydrated up. What I don't know is if I'm going to be able to be rehydrated until sometime in the future. It depends on how effective and quickly treatment is. They are saying that a lot may be a case of changing lifestyle. Unfortunately, one of those lifestyle changes is a severely reduced protein intake, which is going to be an issue. But health comes first, so that's what it is. Now, many of you will be wondering what's happening with the £400, etc, etc, etc. Well, that ain't going to be revealed, because that's only going to be revealed in the film. I'm not saying I made it, I'm not saying I didn't make it. I know, it's a twat. But I have promised the filmmaker, James, that I will keep quiet about where I actually got to. What I can tell you is that the updates you were getting were slightly old. So that's where we're at. I have found it quite amazing of how much water can affect a physique, both in size and in condition. I would never ever have thought that my condition was what it is, and that the bloat and everything else was water. And it turns out that when I've struggled with condition all my life, even though I've kept my diet super tight, that maybe condition wasn't that bad, and the problem's always been water. Which is in a way refreshing, but also in a way frustrating, because all this time I've been accused of being a fat twat, when in fact I probably wasn't quite that fat. But hey ho, shit happens. So at the moment it's just a case of getting back into a routine, getting back training, and not because I'm paranoid about losing size, but because I fucking enjoy it. And then seeing where we go from the 10th. And we'll go from there. Must admit, the severe weight drop has... I feel very light. Insanely light. It's quite weird, because it's happened so quickly, in like 5 days. It's very, very strange. But no, I feel good. I mean, I've never was symptomatic, apart from water retention, with the kidney issues. The biggest issue I had was the weight I was carrying. That's what was fucking me up. And now I'm a lot lighter and I feel brand new. And I knew the weight was going to hurt me. I knew it was always going to be a problem. I mean, I remember ringing James and saying, look, I can't maintain this for long. The filmmaker, James. I said, I just cannot hold this for long. It is fucking killing me, this weight. However, I don't think this Lycan cycle has been as effective as it could have been. Because I've been limiting my food intake. Well, one of the symptoms of this kidney is a very poor appetite, which I have struggled with this time. But also I've been limiting my food intake because I was overly concerned about how my condition was looking, when in fact it was water. So I've probably underfed myself a little bit, which is nothing I can do about it now. It's just one of those things. But I'd like to thank everybody for the well wishes. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Everything's fine. Obviously, I've got this ongoing problem, but this is, from what they've said, I've had this minimum 5 years, possibly longer. And my weight just pushed it over the edge. They think that obviously my cycles haven't helped the situation, but they've said they don't play any real contributing factor, and in fact more than anything would be intrasupplementation that has caused more issues. But the other problem they have is that what they use for testing creatine levels, etc, are going to be out of whack with me anyway because of how big I am, so they can't work on normal standings. And at the highest mine was 254, which is high, but it's not that high. I mean, I know plenty of people that have run creatine levels in the 600s. So they don't know what normal is for me, which is what's causing some problems. And the last time I spoke to the specialist, he was saying that he felt that it may just be a case of lifestyle changes. But we will discuss that on the 10th. Beyond that, hunky dory. Looking forward to getting back in the gym. A bit bruised and battered with the biopsy, but yeah, looking forward to getting back at it. Anyway, as I said, thank you for all your well wishes. It was greatly appreciated. I'm a long way off dead, so don't panic. And we'll just take one step at a time and see where we go from there.